Hello, everyone. Mackie is here, and it is 8:12 p.m. on the second day of August in the year of our Lord 2025. Now, normally an announcement that being made is going to be like put on TikTok or your shorts and other kind of stuff. But I've decided that a career like this should be celebrated in the fullest of circumstances, in the fullest of many people. So I'm gonna let the man Jensen talk his own thing. Take it away, my boy.
Hello, everyone. This is Jensen, and I'm here to announce my retirement from League of Legends.
And he's the first one to hoist the trophy. He showed up when it mattered most on the LeBlanc.
When I first joined Cloud9, that was like my first real esports experience. I was just a kid back then. I was like 19 or 20. I didn't really know what to expect. Like esports as a whole was still kind of like up and coming. Like it wasn't anywhere near as big as it is now. So I was just a kid going to California by myself, not really sure what to expect. And Albert plays high, and I'm going to be better than him. So like it should only get better from there, right? But that was just not what happened at all. It seemed like maybe the team relied too much on high. Then eventually we ended up getting high back on the team, and that's when things started clicking. And we actually had this crazy gauntlet run, and we made it back to Worlds when all odds basically seemed against us. So that was pretty cool.
He's going to find elimination. Oh, they're torn out of the way of the dark binding. The choppers are going to go down. Elimination gets flashed on. Reckless grabs a kill onto him, and Sneaky trying to turn it around. The Ignite's ticking, but it's not.
And my first game in LCS, it started off quite tough. If I remember correctly, I was playing Kog'Maw against Bjergsen's Victor, and back then, like junglers would give like their camps and like their blue buffs to mid laner, and of course, Bjergsen would get the Raptors. I think there were Braves back then even, and then he would get the blue buff as well. So it was a tough early game. I think I might have even got ganked early game. Like somehow we turned it around and we won the first game, and yeah, that was my first experience into LCS.
We'll make it to the semifinals. A 3-0 win.
And then in 2018, we made it to the semifinals against all odds, and
Freak.
people never really expected much of us, especially because we're from NA. And I don't know if we got lucky, but we just made it happen. I think my most memorable part of C9 was just the early days. I mean, maybe it has to do with nostalgia too at this point, but just joining Cloud9 and making it through the gauntlet in my first ever season was like, it was a crazy experience. And to have that happen in my very first year was something special. I would say my most fond memory on Liquid was, oh man, I don't know if winning LCS was the most fun one. I mean, it probably was because it was a very intense series, so winning that was very special to me. But then right after, we went straight to MSI and made it to finals. All that wasn't as good of an ending, so I guess finals was probably my best memory. I don't know if there's a trophy that means the most to me, but I would say my most memorable trophy is definitely just my first one. I think shortly after I joined the LCS, I quickly became a top tier mid laner. I mean, I already pretty much considered my best, probably at the beginning of 2016. I felt like I was just laning better than everyone else, but at the same time, I realized I always had flaws early on in my career. I'll be a very good laner back in the day. I'll be very aggressive, but then I would slip up a lot, and I think I wasn't really the perfect mid laner back then. But then I always felt like there was something I could do more. I mean, I'm pretty much done with the game. I feel like I've experienced everything I needed to, and I've had my fun. Honestly, I have. It's been great. If I'll ever come back to League of Legends, I don't know. I think now I have a lot more time to myself. I'm kind of just experiencing life, doing things that I never really felt like I had time to when I was a pro player. So just experiencing life and taking every day as a new day and seeing what happens. I'm going to be going back to Denmark, spend some time with my family, do things I feel like I haven't really had much time to do. I hope I've left a good mark on LCS and that the fans enjoyed watching me play, because it's been fun for me. So thank you guys for watching me, and hope it's been good.
Wow. I mean, wow. And also thank you for like all this kind of stuff and these kind of things. Thank you for Ben Zepper and Crispy Fish
Hello,
Skins who actually
everyone.
did the video.
This
And sorry, Jensen, I'm not going to do another one. Look at his career, ladies and gentlemen. This is when you know that listen, Bjorkson is kind of like the best player in all of NA in the mid lane. That's pretty much given. You can say that Jensen is kind of like the top two, top three in many other people's books. Look at that incredible, incredible pedigree. Started off in 2015, of course, a little rough in the edges in the seventh place, and then they finally won the regional finals against Team Liquid. Then he made it to Worlds. Now, this is the beginning of 8 straight years in which he has been involved in Worlds. 8 consecutive years of making to Worlds Championships. Like, that is incredible for any mid laner, or let alone any player to any team to do that. Now, I'm not going to go through that much in terms of playstyle and all that kind of stuff, but let's just go to the career. 2016, of course, finish in 8th place. Didn't on 2016 was like TSM dominated the whole thing, and then 2017, of course, they also won regionals, but again stumbled in the quarterfinals against Team WE. Then 2018, the magnum opus of probably Cloud9 and also probably Western Legends. Won the Academy League, which is fine, and then returned back, went to Summer, win the regionals, and then finally making an incredible miracle run, beating a freak of freaks in to make Cloud9 making through to their one and only semifinal appearance to date. Then, of course, 2019, when they finally won against TSM, I think he mentioned this is his first title ever. Yeah, 2019 was his very first title. They beat TSM, really good series, probably the most memorable series that probably in every LSL's history. And of course, we should not discuss about how 2019 MSI finished. We should not discuss that. Then 2019, another close win, 3-2. Of course, they beat Cloud9. Then, of course, they made it to another World Championship. Finally, last 2020, the COVID year, they did make it to Worlds, of course, third place, and then managed to do that. And then 2021 also make Worlds. They finished second behind 100 Thieves, who actually won the whole thing. And yeah, some of their Worlds appearances minus 2018 were like not great. Then again, NA is just not great. So here I am. And then 2022 was his last Worlds international appearance after beating Cloud 100 Thieves 3-0 and to make it through. And then they make it to another Worlds appearance in 2022, and that was terrible in some cases. That was when they were in North America and they would finish like bottom in their groups in front of their home fans, mind you. And then 2023 did not make it to Worlds. Decided to move on to Dignitas, and no Worlds for him for the first time ever. Then he went to FlyQuest, and yeah, it did. 2024 MSI was kind of like the last time we get to see Jensen internationally, and unfortunately, and fortunately for FlyQuest, it did not do pretty, and the lose to PSG was kind of like the last straw for Jensen and probably FlyQuest. They move on. FlyQuest were better. He was not. They make one more run with Dignitas, lost in the playoffs against 3-2. Then play a couple of games with Near Airport, which is Double Lift's team that was dispersed. And that was it for Jensen. That was his entire career done. And oh my goodness, what a career that was. 10 plus years, multiple international appearances, a World's finalist, a World semifinalist, a MSI finalist, and arguably one of the most consistent mid laners we have ever seen in League. It is something to behold. And just like so many, there goes another great personality that League of Legends have lost in terms of consistency and playstyle and everything as well. So yeah, for that, thank you, Jensen, for everything you have done for the LCS. I hope your career is good. I wish you and the family as well. Hopefully, if you come back for League of Legends, you may do some analysis, because right now, Casted is in a real bad state. Or if you want to do that, coaching will be fine. I will not hold you. So, guys, this is just a quick one. It's not too much to talk about. It's all about like celebrating Jensen's career and everybody else and all the jazz. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more League of Legends videos. 07 to Jensen, and we'll see you next.